The Satisfye Zen Grip bundles featured in today's video were provided courtesy of Satisfye. I, like millions of you out there, have absolutely loved the Nintendo Switch since it came out in 2017. The ability to play Nintendo games on the go and on a screen has just been absolutely the best experience with a Nintendo console I've had since GameCube. Since our TV is usually occupied by a kid or two, I tend to play my Switch mostly in handheld mode, and as a number of you have found out, playing Switch in handheld mode is kind of a disaster without the addition of a grip. In fact, I play my Switch in handheld mode so much, I decided to pick up a Switch Lite last year and got this nice little Pokemon Special Edition console. Unfortunately, the Switch Lite is one of the most uncomfortable things to hold that I've ever held in my life. It is so uncomfortable to hold. My hands cramp up so bad. Oh, it's just not a good experience. But thankfully, this is where Satisfye came to the rescue with their then called Switch Grip Lite. If you look at mine, it actually still says Switch Grip Lite down there. But they've rebranded these a couple times, and now they are called the Zen Grip Go. But anyway, that is besides the point. Thanks to these wonderful little grips, you attach it onto a Switch Lite, or a normal Switch, they have them in both sizes, and it becomes one of the most comfortable handheld consoles I've ever used, and I just absolutely love playing this thing with this grip. This grip has literally made the Switch Lite playable for me. I would literally not play this console if it wasn't for this grip. Like, it is that much of a game changer, especially when it comes to Switch Lite. The original Switch wasn't as bad to me in handheld mode, but the grip still makes it 10 times better than it was by default. These grips are well designed, and they have all of these nice little rubber spacers here, so that way your Switch doesn't get scratched. I've been using this for nearly a year now, and there isn't a single scratch on the back of my Special Edition Switch. Like, it is perfect. About the only downside, though, is since this is just a white plastic bar, I don't get to enjoy the pretty little design that is on the back of my Switch Lite. And I think someone at Satisfye had the same idea, as they have just released a new line of Zen Grips that are see-through. So thanks to the team at Satisfye, today we are going to be looking at the newest additions to the Zen Grip line with the Zen Grip Go and the Zen Grip Pro. So we're going to unbox these, take a look at them, and see how they hold up on a Switch and Switch Lite. So these new Zen Grips are known as the Ice Editions, and as you can see, they've gone all in with the ice aesthetic on the packaging, and I am just an absolute fan of this. Like, this is so cool to look at. And on the back, we even have a custom see-through Switch Lite case to, like, accent it. That's kind of nifty. Like, the amount of customization that people have put into Switches is actually really phenomenal to me. Like, it's so cool to see what some people have come up with. But yes, the ultimate gaming grip. That is not an understatement in my mind. So this is a bundle, which means that it comes with the grip and a case, along with a couple of extra additional accessories. But just gonna go ahead and pop this open real quick. And we get our first look at the inside of the case. So it's just got us as this nice little packaging here. It all comes in the case itself. Oh, and this is a nice addition right here. They have some installation tips on how to put your Zen Grip onto your Switch. This is new since the last time I've reviewed one of the Switch grips. And they also have instructions for the thumb pads, and I really like that they are including this calibrating the thumb pads note here, because I've had tons of range of motion problems with those thumb pads on when I originally reviewed the Switch Grip Lite, and then after calibrating it, of course fixed it up. So really happy that they included all of this. And then the grip is also covered by a 3-year warranty, in case you were wondering. Anyway, let's dig in. Done. Anyway, opening up the wonderful case, and by the way, these zippers are so friggin' durable. Opening it up, we have the 2 flaps for games, Velcro strap, screen protector, and then the grip itself, and that is very pretty to me. So we've got the same rubberized grips that will hold your Switch in place along the sides and the back. It's all touchless, so that way there's no scratching happening to your Switch. The 2 bottom hooks to keep your Switch securely in place, and it acts as a stand for tabletop play. I think one of the coolest aspects of this being clear is you can actually see the reinforced design structure they have going on in here. Like, that's super cool to me. I've never taken the Zen Grip apart, so I've never seen what the inside actually looks like. But as you can see, it's actually pretty hollow in there, but it's reinforced with a number of cross sections, so that way it isn't flimsy. Like, these things don't just break. You could give them a pretty good twist, but like, they stay together. Like, that's what I've always loved about these grips. Like, they are tough. It's not quite as see-through as I expected it to be, but that's okay. Like, this still looks really cool to me. Like, I'm a fan. And then just a quick comparison to the original release of the Zen Grip for Switch. As you can see, it's nearly identical. Just color differences. Oh, hey, that's cool. So, on this version of the Zen Grip, they didn't add in a subtext for which Zen Grip it was. I think that makes this look a lot cleaner, personally. Like, I don't really need to know what type of grip it is. Nice. Alright, so the time has come to join my Switch Lite into its new Zen Grip Go. So it just slides right on in. And that is a pretty fit to me. Look at that. I love this see-through plastic. That goes so much better with this version of the Switch Lite than the white ones do. Like, the white ones look great on original Switch Lites, but it didn't really meld with this version as much. But this looks top-notch. Holy cow, that is gorgeous. And then when you flip it around, you can still sort of see the design on the back thanks to the new see-through design. It's harder to see it with all the direct light on it, but it's there. Yeah, that's cool. I like this a lot better than that white one. Aesthetically, I mean, it's literally the same design, but in form factor and functionality, but just this color just blends in with this version of the Switch Lite so much better. Like, this looks fantastic to me. Such a fan. And then, of course, it makes it so much more comfortable to use. Like, look at this. You get a good grip. I have big hands. Like, if you haven't been able to tell, like, I engulf a Switch Lite, but you get good grip, access to buttons, thumbsticks. Like, this makes this thing just a joy to play. If you own a Switch Lite and don't have a grip, you need a grip. You've never played a Switch Lite until you've played it with a grip. But we're going to put this off to the side for a second and look at what else comes in your Pro package here. So, up in the top are a couple of additional goodies. We have a pair of white thumbstick caps, a pair of black thumbstick caps, a USB-A to C cable for charging your Switch in the pack. There's a nice handy-dandy slot right here where you could put a portable battery, and then you'd plug it in, and it would route around to the bottom here, and you'd plug in your Switch while you're on the go. And then we also have a nice little shoulder strap that we can hook onto the case. And it makes it a little more travel friendly. But But now I want to give you a quick demonstration of what makes these bundles so great in the first place. So, first of all, I've got a nice little rechargeable battery pack here. I'm going to slot that right in. And it goes right there as such. Oh man, they made these cords longer than they used to be. This only used to be like a foot long. Now it's like a good 3 feet long. Jeez. That's nuts. But anyway, then I can just plug in this USB cord. Like so. Then I will put the switch on top. Plug it in. And it will begin to charge the switch. After I turn on the battery, that is. You can barely see it up there in the corner. My switch is actually dead at the moment, but there you go. Now you can see that it is getting charged from this battery pack that is in the case with it. And then I just wrap the cord underneath, like so. Bring the flap down. Find the strap. And because the flap has this nice soft touch stuff right here, it actually keeps your screen protected and secure. And then if I want to take any games with me, I could just pop them into the included flap. So here we go. We're going to take some Final Fantasy XII on an adventure with us. Mario Odyssey. And some Mario Kart. And there we go. If we have any extra accessories, we can put them up here. I'll just put these thumb caps back in real quick. And then we have a nice little ready-to-go travel bundle for our Switch Lite. And in case you are wondering, these cases are nice and, like, they're not super hard, but, like, they have a good shell strength to them, so you don't really have to worry about your Switch getting damaged. They're nice. Like, it's just a wonderful package, and one of the reasons why I get excited whenever Satisfye announces new products. They make really great stuff. Well, now I'm excited to check out what the ice grip will look like on an original Switch. So, packaging is all pretty much the same, and I like that the custom Switch is just a Joy-Con on the side now, and it just has the normal Switch frame in the middle here. This is fantastic. But we'll go ahead and get this one opened up. Maybe we'll get it opened up. There we are. Alright, so same thing. We got the Satisfye case there, and then we also have the instructions for installation, thumb pads, and calibrating the thumb pads. Alright, there's too much plastic on this. Get out of here! Beautiful. Man, I just can't get over how nice these cases are. Like, they're coarse finish, like they're not slippery, well put together, and they just protect your Switch. So, opening it up, we've got the ice grip again. And man, these just look really nice to me. Like, again, they're not as see-through as I thought they'd be, but they look really good. And then just a quick comparison to their special edition holiday blue grip that I got last year. Pretty much identical build-wise, but man, that color is sure striking. Get it? Ice strike? Ha ha. Sorry, I think I'm funny sometimes. But now let's go ahead and seat our Switch in it and see how it looks. So I like to do this with one Joy-Con off, so that way I can just kind of put it in position. And that way I just have to slide one Joy-Con into position to get it to sit flush. And that looks great. And I have a special Pikachu skin on the back of my case, just because it cracked up here, like a week after I got it, so I put this sticker on it to try to keep it put together. But now you can see the sticker. Look at that. Pikachu number 25. That looks cool. I love being able to see that. And like even these black lines going down the side look like they're part of the sticker, and I don't know, that's a good look. Like, I'm not disappointed by this in the slightest. And again, for anyone that loves playing in handheld mode, this just makes it so unbelievably more comfortable to play. Like, you just get this great natural feel, and if you put the thumb caps on, it feels like a full-sized analog stick, and really goes a long way to adding improved control to your games. But that just looks so great. I'm a big fan of this. And then as for the rest of the bundle, there are a couple more things in here compared to the Switch Lite version, such as Joy-Con rails. So if you have extra sets of Joy-Cons, you can slide them into these rails to keep them together as a pair. And they come in these nice, clear versions this time around as part of the Ice bundle. And so there's 2 of those. Pair of white thumb caps, and a pair of black thumb caps. 3-foot charging cord. And then, of course, the shoulder strap, so it makes it more travel-friendly. Functionality-wise, it's the same as we saw with the Switch Lite. You can pop a battery pack in there if you want to. You can put your Switch in here. Throw the strap up to keep it in place. Gonna put this cord underneath. And since this is my regular Switch, I'm going to take a couple of extra Joy-Cons with me when I take it on the go. So I'll just slide those on into the Joy-Con holder, like so. And those can go up here. And then I also have my Genki travel dock, which goes perfectly into one of these new cases. Actually, I need to move the Joy-Cons over to the right. Otherwise, the Genki dock hits that thumbstick, so we need to have the Genki dock up here in the upper left for maximum fit. That way it just goes and avoids the thumbstick and doesn't cause any space issues. And then, of course, the travel size HDMI and charging cords can go in as well. And you end up with just this nice little bundle. And then, of course, any games you might want to take with you. So here we go. Splatoon 2, you're going with me now. Let's go. And then make sure that's over there. And then when you close it, it just fits all nice and snugly in its case. And this is a perfect travel configuration for the Switch, because with the Genki travel dock, we can hook it up to any TV as well as charge it. Got an extra set of Joy-Cons for 2 to 4 player play. And it makes taking the Switch on trips just all that more enjoyable. And that is our first look at the new Zen Grip bundles from Satisfye. I absolutely dig this new Ice bundle color. I love that it makes it so you can see through the back of it, so you can see your special edition Switch, or if you have a sticker or other customization options, like you can see them a little bit better now. And as always, it just makes the Switch and Switch Lite just that much better to play in a handheld configuration. Like, I do not kid when I say this is an essential purchase for a Switch Lite owner. Like, it's night and day difference. Of course, this was just a brief first look at the new Zen Grip bundles. If you'd like a more in-depth look at what the grips can offer, be sure to check out my original reviews for them, which will be linked in the description below. But that's going to do it for this video, so as always, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching here to the very end. If you have any questions about using a Zen Grip, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'll do my best to try to answer those. I mean, I don't know everything, so I might refer you to Satisfye for some things, but I've been using their grips for over 1.5 years now and just have absolutely adored them. But now if you could all do me a huge favor and make sure to hit that thumbs up, thumbs down button, just depending how much you like today's video. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button so it can notify you when I upload new videos. But that's going to do it for today, so until next time, all of my wonderful internet peeps, stay awesome, and we will see you all back next video.